What's up, family? It's the one and only Humble Stun like no other. And we're about to go into another video right now. This is my fourth video today, so I'm actually on the roll. I'm feeling really great. Hopefully you are too. If you watch this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Put the post notifications on if you want to see the good content. If you don't, you don't got to. But those who, you feel me, do it, just know in the future, when we grow together, as we become more aware together, more subscribers, things of that sorts, we gonna find a way out. The first comment will be getting paid $50, $10, $20 to Cash App if you're the first comment, and we're gonna continue that on and on. But let's get to 100 subscribers and we'll continue to do that. So make sure you push out this video, send it to your friend, even though they watch it like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, it's whatever, it's all love. And if you're here right now, you're a little older, you're my age or whatever, appreciate you watching. Just know we could grow together even though we're on 2 different paths. And yeah, just enjoy the video. So we're about to get to a basketball video. Just recorded LeBron going crazy in Drew League. So this video might not even drop until after that because, you know, that's what it is. It's John Wall in a full interview on why and where he's been. And pretty much, obviously, the man hasn't played since like 2015, 2016, a real whole season or a substantial amount of games. And this is his third team. He's on the Clippers now. He's with Paul George, Kawhi, the best bench in the NBA. It's not arguable at all, actually. Even though you have these teams that are in the playoffs, things of that sort. But looking at numbers-wise, talent-wise, they have the best team bench in the NBA right now. They got a lot of steals that have been really explained and really uncovered. So let's get into it. Let's see what John Wall got to say. And obviously, he finessed a whole bunch of money and hasn't played a whole season in a long time. So
I think, John, you didn't waste any time agreeing terms with the Clippers. Why the Clippers?
I think just a first class organization. Great teammates over there. Look like they're great guys. Get the opportunity to play with Kawhi and PG, 2 of the best players in the league when they're healthy. Having T. Lue as a coach, I know like what he means and what he brings and how really he does and keep it honest. And I just like they have a great culture. And that's something I want to be around, and also not having to be a Batman every night, having an opportunity to play with other players where I can take the back seat and develop my game, but also just help those guys out as much as possible.
So that's crazy. So we're going to stop right here because he just said he's okay with not being the first option like he was in not Minnesota, with the Wizards with Bradley Beal, because obviously they had a great duo. They had a great run in general. They brought a whole lot of excitement to that arena, to that team. Obviously a lot more with the talent they brought and had around them. But they did what they had to do, you feel me? His career is how it is right now, and obviously he had that injury that was pretty much bad. But yeah, if you coming in and you telling the team that you're okay with not being the first, second person, you feel me? Like, that's cool. Like, this is the honesty you would want for Russell Westbrook. No subs.
I don't know, every team you've been on, this is going to be somewhat of an adjustment, right? Because now this is the most talented team you've been on, a team that's built to win the championship. What kind of adjustments do you have to make? I mean, mentally and physically, maybe being second or third guy or fourth guy on some nights.
Oh, well, that's kind of the reason I made that decision. I know I'm still a talented player. I know other things I have worked on, especially being able to knock down catch and shoot shots because I probably won't have the ball in my hands as much. But at the same time, they still want me to be myself, be aggressive, be able to break down the defense for those guys, get them open shots. And I think sometimes in the fourth quarter, a lot of teams just key in on Kawhi and Paul George. I think that's an opportunity for me to excel at, and it should be fun.
For a guy who's averaged 9 assists for his entire career, what do you think when I tell you Kawhi Leonard running on one side of you, Paul George on the other side?
Still can't believe it. Can't wait till I have the opportunity to be on the floor with those guys.
My boy been averaging 9 assists.
I've just always been a pass first point guard. You know what I mean? If I have the opportunity to score and take over games, I can do that. But my most best attribute is being able to pass the ball and be a great two-way player, to defend at a high level.
Yeah, that's what I like.
And that's something I want to be able to bring to this team and try to hopefully lead the league in assists.
You talked about it briefly because you're at your best when you have the ball in your hands. But on this team, Kawhi has the ball a lot. Paul George has the ball a lot. What kind of adjustments do you have to make to your game? Is it a lot more off the ball, catch and shoot type of things?
At the same time, I think I still have the ball in my hands at times and be aggressive and pick and roll and make plays for those guys. But a lot of times we know those guys had the ball. But yeah, being in to knock down open shots, then also at the same time, guys trying to close out on me on the wing, they give me the opportunity to attack right away. not coming down and the whole defense is loaded up on me. So that should be fun.
I can't wait
What's
till
that
you
gonna
step
be
on the
like? You've already
court.
thought
I ain't
about
gonna
it,
lie to you.
that you don't
The
have to
boy's a
face the
killer.
top guy defensively now every night. What's that going to be like maybe when the third best defensive guy is guarding you?
It's going to be time to see. I just can't wait for it, you know what I mean? Because I always had the best guy guarding me, 94 feet, fighting over screens and all those type of things. Now you're telling me the third or fourth best guy defend on the court. He's going to have to be able to be in for a long night.
How would you describe your relationship with Paul George? Where did that start?
I think just when we was pre-draft that year. And he was on the other end working out. I was on this side working out. He'd come in an hour after me. And we just continue to talk, continue to be friends. You know what I mean? Been around.
I ain't gonna lie. I believe Paul George is one of the nicest. He's a nice basketball player, but he's one of the nicest people in the NBA because everybody want to play with him. Everybody want them on a team, things of that sort. You feel me? Like, we could have got him in LA, but you know, niggas shouldn't drop the bag. You feel me? Not LA Clippers, LA Lakers, but anyway.
The select team basketball, been there, playing them in the playoffs when we play Indiana. And I just been in LA throughout the summer. My first 7 years, I lived in LA working out. And I think like 2015 and 16, I tried to get him to come there when he was about to leave Indiana. It didn't work. And in this whole like last year or two, we've just been communicating, talking like hopefully it could happen, trying to make something happen. And then when the opportunity came, took full advantage of it.
What did he say to you to kind of convince you to come?
It really wasn't nothing to be said. I mean, I watched that team from afar for a long time, and you know, like this point in my career, I could have probably signed anywhere else and tried to be the man. I feel like I'm past that stage. I mean, you got to mature and sometimes take your pride away, and that's something I'm willing to do. I feel like it's all part of God's plan.
Yo, Russell.
I feel like I'm just like the missing piece they need.
Let's watch this real quick.
Get over the hump, like you said, helping those guys push pace, making the game easy for them, letting those guys get some catch and shoot shots. And I think that's what I can do.
And telling Horton Tucker, because I know you be having your
people
ass
talk
in your
about
head
this team
sometimes.
perhaps missing is a little leadership and also the point guard position. Do you feel like you're the missing piece for the Clippers as far as winning a championship?
Hopefully so. I mean, most important thing, we all got to stay healthy. And especially me, you know what I mean? A lot of people don't know my story. They think I just have a lot of injuries, but when I tell my story about how my injuries was, they understand it was never really nothing I can control. But I put the work in. That's something that never goes unnoticed with me. But I feel like I can be that guy for them, and I'm not trying to come over and take the role from Kawhi or PG. I'm just trying to be that guy that can help lead this team, get them in offense and sets when things get stagnant, push the pace for them, because I know they haven't been a high-paced team in the last couple of years.
I think you said you've also talked to Kawhi.
He been studying. I ain't gonna lie.
When did you talk to him, and what was that conversation?
When I was going there, when I went there when I finally cleared, the agency got what is it called?
Bought out?
Yeah, no, not when I got bought out. When I cleared waivers.
Yeah.
I went down there talking to those
San
guys.
Diego?
No, I went to LA.
Okay.
And I talked to him on the phone, him and Paul George on the phone, T2 on the phone. And he's just like, man, just don't come over here and try to fit in. Just be yourself. Play your game no matter what. We'll try to fit in with you and feed off each other. And he was like, just work. So all you want to do is just put the work in, and then we have one ultimate goal, and that's trying to win championship. And a lot of people try to say I don't work hard. That's one thing about me. My work ethic always going to show, and that's something I never hid from.
Now, did you see those guys on the 4th of July? Did you guys hang out in any way? Or?
Oh, no. I hung out with Brandon Boston.
Okay.
My young fella from Kentucky. I got on the boat when he seen the fireworks and stuff like that.
Okay. And what was that like with Brandon? Because I know you guys are both Kentucky.
Oh, it's dope, man. Just trying to,
young
guy that's so talented that probably should have won in the first round but didn't. Yeah. So, you know what I mean? You lose your confidence a little bit. But I think he went to a great situation, been around a lot of great veterans,
He's nice, though.
Great coaches.
Brandon Boston is hard.
And he asked a lot of questions, and you know what I mean? That's what I like to do, is give back all the feedback that I can give, what I learned in my 13 years in the league, to help these young guys.
John, we haven't seen you play since the last time we saw you play was April in 2021, when you had like 23-7 against the Clippers. What can people expect from you? What do you expect from yourself this season?
What do I expect?
Yeah.
Me personally, I'm going to say it right now. He average 17 or 18 points, 4 rebounds, 8 assists. I might say 5 rebounds, 8 assists.
See, everybody gonna see. I know a lot of people talk like, oh, he's talking like this and talking like that, but I know how much work I put into myself, what I've been through the last 3 years. I feel like a lot of people would have folded. And I feel like I just stayed true to myself. I had a great group of people around me that kept me motivated.
No, I would have folded with that check you was getting not playing, bro.
Losing my mom, losing my grandma, that's something that was devastating for me. But I just having the mother of my kids my 2 kids, my family, my sisters, and then my niece and nephew, and my close group around my assistants and all those pushing me, stand by me when I was going through the toughest times. That's what loyalty is love for, and I know what I can bring to the game. I think everybody got to sit back and wait.
I can't wait till you get on
I
the
was
court.
going to say, John, you didn't just have basketball taken away from you. I mean, you were as close to your mom as anybody can be. And she died at such a young age of cancer in 2019. You had the Achilles injury, and then your grandmother. How would you describe these last 3 years?
I think God just gave his toughest battle to his strongest people. And I think that's the darkest I've ever been in my life, like the darkest place I've ever been. And I think it just shows like how strong I am and how true I am to myself. Like I know this basketball is my sanctuary.
That's
and
hard.
Outside of losing my mom and my grandma, you know what I mean, get hurt, this is what I love to do. Like you could take the money, you could take the fame away. All I want to do is hoop. I watch everything. I can tell you about the best high school girl in the country right now, the best high school boy in the country right now. I just sit and watch basketball all day. So to have that back is great. And I think this is all part of God's plan.
It doesn't take, it used to take the smallest thing to motivate you, John. And now that you've had basketball taken away from you for a year, what is your motivation?
My kids. That's it. I want my kids to be able to sit and play at the highest level, understand what their dad stands for, how much the game means to me, the work I put in. That's why you see I bring them to the gym a lot of times with me.
That boy been posting on
That's
IG
all the
like
motivation I
stupidly
need.
crazy like the past
That's
year
what
and a
I do it
half.
for, is to get in the best life that I never had.
If you haven't been paying attention, man, he
You
about
and
to go.
Reggie Jackson
Like,
are compete for the
I'm
starting
expecting him to
point
go
guard position.
crazy. Like them stats
How
I
do you
just said,
see that, and
them stats I
do you
just
welcome the
said, like
competition?
he
For
could
sure,
really
I'm a
exceed. He
competitor,
could
like
really
he's a
exceed that.
competitor. We're two great talented players. He's been great for this team the last couple of years, especially when guys been out and even when they haven't been out. And we're just gonna battle it out. You know what I mean? That's what it's gonna have to be. Battle it out and figure it out. And whoever gets the starting role, you give them that respect. And whoever come out the bench, we give them that respect. But we all got one ultimate goal as a team. It's not about to be me versus Reggie in training camp or anything like that. It's about what can we do to be the best, to fit in what position we can be to help this team win.
What did Ty talk to you about as far as your role, and what's your relationship with him?
Just getting to know him now. But that's what he basically said. Like, just because you're a 5-time All-Star don't mean you're going to come in and start. Just because Reggie been here the last couple of years don't mean he's going to come in and start. Just let us go out there and play basketball and compete at a high level and try to figure out
So I
who
like
fits
Ty
best for
Lewis.
which
Yeah,
situation
right
we
your
do for
spot.
this team.
See if
And at the end of the day,
the Lakers had Ty Lewis a coach instead of Frank Vogel, like for the second year after they won the championship, I think it would have been way different with Adam Westbrook, because he would have made him earn that spot. You feel me? He would have made him earn that spot, and that's what John Wall's saying right now. Like that's what Ty Lue laid out the foundation for the relationship
good for
and
it. I'm not mad about it, but we all
how
know
it
what we're
works.
trying
You
to do,
feel me?
and that's win the
In the
championship.
locker room, at
Being
least.
the quarterback that you are, floor general, what did you learn during your time in D.C. playing alongside Bradley Beal, and even in Houston with such a young team that was rebuilding, about being a leader and maybe being a better leader, and what you're going to bring to the Clippers?
For me, I just got to think early on coming in number one pick, I didn't want to say too much. I just was laid back and just led by example. Then over the years, I learned how you have to talk to certain guys. Some people you can yell at, some people you have to babysit. That's how it goes. But Houston was Washington was perfect for me because I just was able to lead those guys, show them my work ethic, talk to those guys, try
That
to put
was
them in
the
the best position to
vintage
win.
John Wall.
And that's kind of what I did in Houston. I knew we wasn't going to be like a
360
great
John
team
Wall.
and win a lot, but I just tried to mentor the young guys and tell them, like, well, this is how the NBA goes. This is what you can do to sustain yourself, have a long career. This is the work you need to put in. And I think that's all I can bring to this team.
Do you think some people have forgotten about John Wall?
For sure, a lot of people forgotten about me.
I
But
did.
it don't take long to wake them back up.
Why did you wear? You're going to wear 11, right?
You know that.
What's behind that?
What? You don't know? Man, that's been my favorite number for a long time. I wore it in high school. I wore to God. I wore it at Kentucky. I wanted to wear it with the Wizards, but Elvin Hayes had to retire. And then, Yao Ming had to retire in Houston.
Yeah.
So that's why I feel like it's all part of God's plan. I get opportunity to play with the most talented team I've been in, been in a great situation, and I get my favorite number back.
That's the end of the video right there. That's a full interview. Very, very calm. Look like you're very excited. I want to see him ball. If you haven't seen him ball before, you younger right now, you better see John Wall ball. Him and the Rockets, bro, a whole different situation. It's a young core team growing up. And I'm glad he got added there, like you said, with his whole story, with his jersey number, and going to his third different team right now. We started with the Wizards, the Rockets, now the Clippers, and he actually get his college and high school number. It's gonna be a beautiful scene. So I'm very excited for John Wall. I think he can actually bring something very valuable to the team. And like I said, I don't hate an old team, even though I'm Bron Nation. I like all basketball. I like all basketball. I don't hate nobody. I mean, I might dislike somebody at a certain moment, but It's all love with basketball. So this is my opinion about the video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to catch you on the next video. If you have anything you want me to react to basketball-wise, anything, just, hit that comment section down below. Let me know what you want to see. If you made it this far, your family. So I'm about to see y'all later. Peace out. Stay humble.